Welcome back this afternoon. It is time to Ask the Vet. Dr. John Faught is here from the Firehouse Animal Health Center right here in Austin to answer some questions that you may have about caring for your own pet at home. And thank you so much for being here once again.
Thanks for having me.
You brought a friend with you. Introduce us.
Yes, this is Weta. She's a 9-year-old golden retriever that is a client's dog and was in the clinic today and wanted to come with us. So.
There you go. Yeah, making her television debut. Now, she's just in for an annual checkup.
Correct.
Nothing out of the ordinary, really, but just kind of reiterating the importance of getting that annual checkup.
Sure. Yeah, we do. We generally recommend a wellness exam annually with pets, and she's here for hers and seems to be doing really well, but she's she was a little overweight before, but we've gone on a weight loss plan, and she's doing great.
She's on a diet, and she's 9 years old, so she's getting into her golden years a little bit.
Correct.
All right. We do have a question from one of our viewers that we wanted to ask you. This is from Charlie, and his question is, he has a 2-year-old American Eskimo that's been chewing and pulling on a toenail on the inside of her leg. It's the claw a couple inches up from her paw. That's the dew claw.
Correct.
And she's been chewing on that one particular claw for a couple weeks. What's your advice to him?
If it's just the one claw, and the dew claw being the one that's not really a weight-bearing digit, usually what happens is that there's some sort of trauma, or either the nail gets split or torn, or sometimes there's even an infection that can occur at the base of the nail. If dogs are chewing at multiple nails, then we think about other things like allergies or something going on. But if it's just one nail, my guess is there's something going on with that claw, whether trauma or infectious, that may be the cause.
Yeah, best to get that one particular nail checked out.
Yeah, if it's been going on as long as it has, it may be worth checking out, because if there's an infection, and especially from licking and that kind of thing, it can be an area for that to persist.
Okay. Of course, spring is right around the corner, and we know that can bring out the fleas.
Correct.
When does that season officially really get going?
You know, we get this question all the time, and there's not really a flea season.
Okay.
We know that humidity and temperature affect when fleas hatch, so you tend to see more in the springtime and that kind of time. But the reality is that fleas, the adult fleas, live on their pets, and when it gets cold outside, the pets come inside, and so do the fleas, and they tend to live just fine.
How do you know if your pet has fleas? What are the signs to look for?
Well, I think we always think of the itchy dog as the dog with fleas. And in Austin, we see a lot of dogs that are itchy for reasons other than fleas, like allergies and things like that.
Right.
We also assume that if they're not itching, they don't have fleas, but that's not necessarily true either. And so we see both, we see dogs that come in and they're itching, and we look for fleas, and you want to try to get down to the base of the hair. We tend to look around the base of the tail and on the belly where there's less hair, and you can see little black things. They are visible, but they're small. Right. And you can actually use a little flea comb to help find them.
And we're seeing some video of that right there. They also jump around. What makes them so difficult to get rid of?
Well, they're hardy little creatures, to be honest. I mean, they are, you know, I was doing some flea research. We were talking about how fleas can jump 150 times their height. So it'd be like a human jumping over buildings. They can eat 15 times their weight every day in a meal. Wow. And they lay 20 and 30 eggs a day. And that's the real problem for getting rid of them, is that they are reproducing so fast that unless you're using long-term products, we've really got to cover for more than just that one flea that we see at a time.
So where do you start to get rid of them?
We usually, you know, when I was growing up, we had a lot more environmental control because there weren't very many good products available, so you had to do a lot more bombing the house, spraying the yard, doing that kind of stuff. Now we have such great products, whether they're shampoos or topicals or oral flea prevention products, and so we generally recommend people find good products to use with the pets, and then you don't have to do nearly as much environmental control.
And is it a one-time thing, or do you have to kind of work at it over time to get rid of them?
Most of these products work really well, but they will kill the fleas that are on the pet immediately, but then they're going to help prevent the new ones from coming. So as that cycles through, you generally get rid of them over time. So we generally recommend that they be on some sort of prevention on a monthly basis.
Tips for flea prevention for your pet. Dr. Faught, thank you so much for joining us once again. If you have a question that you would like us to ask the vet, you can send us your question to askthevet@kxan.com. Thank you so much for being here once again.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We'll be right back.